Here we educate, inspired, and also motivate. Here information is the key. And if you're not informed, you'll be deformed. If you're not inspired, you'll be expired. If you're not updated, you'll be outdated. What you know determines how far you can go. For those who know the rules over those who do not know. Before I go into the deep, explanation of, how to be rich or creating your wealth, just drop a comment in the comment section below and give me a thumbs up on this video. That is like, share. Now, when it comes to money, generally it's in three phases. But people doesn't like to talk about this. But I can never, hide anything from you, because that is why I'm here. You understand? I will take you through, because nobody is talking about all this. Nobody is caring about all these three things that I'm going to take you through. If you want to be successful and you want to, to be rich and create your own wealth, that is the fact. Forget about all these things that people talk about online, all this here, how to make wealth, how to make money, and they don't really tell you the fact, the truth about it. Yeah, the three things that you need to do, to be wealthy or to be rich. Number one, understanding your current financial status. Okay, understanding your current financial status. Number two, it is cutting down your expenses. You understand? And number three, it is determination. So back to number one. Yeah, before I go through into this and I will dive deep into this, just help me, give me a thumbs up on this video. That is like, comment in the comment section below, and also share. Yes, talking about understanding your current financial status. Yes, when it comes to making money or making rich or creating wealth, you have to understand your current, financial situation. You have to understand your current financial status. You understand? Don't lie to yourself. You have to be realistic. You have to be real to yourself. You don't have to play around yourself, because in this time, you have to really analyze and figure out what, is your financial status. That will now, determines or will now help you, to know whether it's to go further or to remain where you are. And definitely, if you think that you will remain in that current situation of your financial status where you are, definitely I guarantee you, a time will come that you're going to go down. Yeah, instead of going up, you will go down. Yes. Number two, I talked of cutting down your expenses. When you talk about increasing, your incomes, people don't talk about these things that I'm going to tell you in this section. I'm going to tell you, 4 things that people don't talk about them. But before I go through it, please, if you have not followed me on this page, go and follow me, comment, and also share, like, so that Facebook will recommend it to many. Yes, back on track. Now, okay, that you have known, you have already analyzed current financial status. Yes, now you come to know that you have to cut down things that you don't need. You understand? Things that you don't want, rather, but you only do things that you need. So, for instance, when you come to cutting down your expenses or your expenditure, I want to talk about 4 things. 4 things. Number 1, food. Number 2, shelter. Number 3, clothing and travel. But I'm going to dive into 2 because of time. I'm going to dive into 2 and deal with it. I was going to try my possible best to explain just 2: food and shelter. Food and shelter. I'm going to try to explain those 2 items. Food. When it comes to food, some people it is just an idea that someone has put into your mind. Okay, we'll talk about 3 square meal. Could you imagine? Is 3 a square? Is 3 a square or a triangle? So when you come to food, you say breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You understand? If you know that this thing is not working and you really have to change your current financial status, you have to cut those things. You can do 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 2. You can do it like that. In the afternoon, you take your lunch. Then in the evening, you eat your dinner. That is all. But twice a day, it's okay. Not that somebody must eat 3 times. Is 3 a square? 3 is not a square. You understand? So you have to figure out all those things. You have to cut down your expenses. Even your food, you cut down the way you eat. Even when somebody is not hungry, when they'll say, "Oh, I'm not eating my lunch." But if you ask them, "Are you hungry?" They say, "No, but I've not eaten it." But you're not hungry, but you just want to eat. Why? because somebody has put it inside your mind that it's three. You have to be eating 3 square meal. Who told you that? You understand? You have to cut down that aspect. And number three, it is in your accommodation. You understand now? For instance, some people are not, buoyant to live a 4 bedroom or 2 bedroom, 2 bedroom flat. Okay, why not? If you're not okay, if your income is not up to that, because remember that upkeep, if your upkeep is more than your income, your upkeep becomes, your downfall. So you have to understand that. So some don't have much, but because I want to live and let people know that I'm like this, I'm like this, they will now go and rent, even they will go and rent two bedrooms or 3 bedroom flat, and they will live in. Even to pay rent is a problem. To eat, to feed is a problem. You understand? To now to have the little money they have, or they are working. For instance, they are working, they're doing a good job, but because they want to live, so luxurious, so expensive, and which they don't, even need it, then they will now go and be living like that. Why can't you now go and live in self-contained or live in one room first? Then from there you can now save money. That money that you are using in paying house 1 bedroom flat or 1.2 or 1.3 million, you can now save, live in self-contained that is you can afford of, you can pay either 150 or 200. You understand? Then today you can save money. In 2 3 years, you now buy a land, build your own house, which you'll be living as you want. You understand? You now live a life that you can enjoy. You understand? So that's one.